The biggest priority for Shanduka in terms of philanthropy is education and affording access to education to as many people as possible. We've always worked across, we would work all over the country. But we wanted to see where we could make a really meaningful impact. One of the projects that we're involved in is a project that we are working on with the government in the Free State. And what we have done is we have formed a public-private partnership. And so it's Shanduka Foundation, it's Kagiso Foundation, as well as the Free State government. And together with them, we have put aside 400 million rand, which will be used for schools in that particular province. There are many organizations around the country which are doing their part in terms of trying to make a difference. And we wanted to be able to make a really significant impact. And we saw that we could do that by having a really solid partnership with another organization such as Kagiso, who have done a significant amount of work over the years, and as well as a public sector organization, and in this instance, the Free State government. We're dealing with families and children who, are not in environments where they have the parents and all of that who can provide them with all the support that they require. And so it's important that organizations are able to provide that support, because that is where the leadership is going to come from, not only of South Africa, but of the African continent. So we need to be able to provide support to these young people. And something that is very important to me is looking at children particularly at their youngest ages. Because very often when you look at many corporates, they look for the students with the best results that they can give bursary, educational support to. But they really, I think in the context of a South Africa or another economy which is dealing with significant historical problems, it's important to look beyond the talented students, who are available to go to university. You actually need to go to primary school and look at the conditions that the children are able to go to school in. Look at the school environment that they're in, and see what support you can provide there. So I've had, I think, largely because of the media attention that I get, I've had a number of young people approach me, and mostly, I have a number of young professionals who talk to me around their careers and all of that, and so I provide advice where and I always say to them that, this is my opinion. It doesn't mean it's the best opinion. Ultimately, you're responsible for the decisions that you make, because it's important for people to realize that, that they take ownership for the decisions that they make. You can't go through life saying, well, so-and-so said I should go and join this company and not that company. So I advise a number of young people. I remember probably about 3 years ago, I had just finished speaking at a function, and this young woman ran up to me and she was crying and she just said, thank you so much. And she said, that advice that you gave me was the best advice ever, What often people don't realize is that it's not just the advice, but it's also how you take it as well. Your interpretation and the focus that you put on it. And really, that's what I saw in it. It was really coming from her, the initiative that she had given to it. And so I was very happy for her. But it's good to see, to have experiences like that where you can see that, okay, I guess maybe this is not such a bad thing, because you're not always sure, if that's the best way, and then the best advice that you can give. But, it's good when you get to hear stories like that.